Yo, what's up everybody, FornaTRON here, and today we are back again with our Elden Ring Easy Mode Beginner's Guide Remastered, which includes the brand new Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. In the previous episode, we kind of went through Mohg Palace a little bit and picked up a few items, and then got right before the boss battle. We also upgraded our weapon to +10, finally, and then I took you to underground area where we got Mohg Shackle, and then I gave you a homework assignment of going through a catacomb. So let's get into it. Okay, so now that you've done this catacomb, cool little puzzle solver, and a stupid boss at the end, but now you should have this cool talisman, the Lord of Blood's Exaltation. This is a cool talisman because it increases your attack power when enemies have been procced with bleed. So since we are kind of like a bleed build, this will come in handy a bit later. And we got ourselves a nice little chunk of runes, so 74 Gs, very nice. But that's all we need from here. So now we're gonna go back to Mohg Palace. And we're gonna go back to Dynasty Mausoleum Midpoint. Okay, before we get into it, I changed up my build a little bit. So we no longer need the Radagon Sword Steel because we're such a high level, and that +5 in those attributes isn't really doing us anything. So I put on the Claw Talisman because we do a lot of jump R2s along with our Axe Talisman. We're gonna keep the Amber Medallion for more stamina, and the Ritual Shield Talisman. We could even see, what else do we got here that might even be more helpful. Nah, having a little bit more endurance is good. I'm happy with everything else. I got rid of the Redmane's Flame Club because we weren't really using it, so I just got rid of that. I'm putting these raw meat dumplings that we've picked up somewhere in my inventory. The reason why is because the Mimic tier is so stupid. It uses whatever item you have in your hotbar like relentlessly, and that item will heal the Mimic tier. So I just put them in there so the Mimic tier is stupid, and then it'll heal itself. But before we do this boss fight, we want to change our mixed physic real quick here. We're gonna go to the side of grace. We're gonna choose Mixed Wonders Physic. And instead of the strength tier, let's get rid of that. And we're gonna put this one here, the Purifying Crystal tier. We got this by doing Yura's questline. So if you don't have this, you obviously haven't been watching the guide. Go back a few episodes and the one where we do Yura's questline. Yeah, it's around when we got to Alice Plateau. So use this because we're gonna need this. And we're keeping the one that helps with our charge attacks because we do a lot of charge attacks. Cool. All right. I think we're good. Gonna run over here. It is crazy to me that about only 40% of all the 25+ million people that have played Elden Ring have beaten this boss that we're about to beat. So, kind of ridiculous. But before we get into this boss arena, let's do a save scum. So let's do that now. Okay, great. Now that we have our save scum, this is kind of how this boss is going to go down. We're going to run in the arena. You're going to trigger a cutscene. That's great. And then you'll be in the middle of that boss arena there. Just summon your Mimic here. And we're gonna do the same old. We're gonna start off with the charge R2 and then do an L2 R2 combo and then maybe a jump R2 and then rinse repeat. Try to break stagger, get that riposte. It's gonna be business as usual. But another thing that I want you to do is be ready for phase 2. So when you do enough damage to the boss, he's gonna start counting down. But that's fine because we're gonna use our mixed physic first. And when he starts counting down, he's gonna do this change of form, and it's gonna, usually it would take away a ton of your HP, and you have to like drink up your flask to get your health back up. But with that special cracked here, we're gonna completely nullify that effect, and so that's why it's super OP. Let's also equip Mohg Shackle, so I'm gonna put it in the second slot here. And then I'm gonna put those dumplings in there as well. Or maybe I'll put them first, because again, the mimic tier is stupid, so I want it to be the first thing that's there. But you just gotta remember to like flip through your hotbar efficiently and not be a spaz. Also take this chance to go over my hotbar real quick. I changed out the blood grease because I don't really think we need it anymore. Maybe I will change out the lamp and then I'll put the blood grease here. And then I put the mimic tier there. That way I can just like hold triangle or hold Y and then press right, and then we'll get the mimic tier. But let's do all our buffs first and then go in there. As soon as the cutscene ends, summon your mimic tier, heal up, business as usual. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna sip you up. Boom, boom, flip back, go here, put this on. I'm also gonna use my gold foul foot. And we're ready to go to Pound Town. Okay, cutscene's over. Let's summon our mimic. Let's sip you up on our blue flask. Pound Town. Charge R2. Hit the L2. R2. That was kind of a mistake. Let's shackle his ass. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try it again. There we go. R2. Dude, he had no chance. Absolutely no chance. He didn't even go to phase 2. And you have plenty of time to put on your gold scarab and stuff, because he gives a lot of runes. Yeah, 655,000. And we just dunked on Mohg. 40% of people, only 40% of you have been able to do this. For shame. Nice. We can set this site of grace, and we are ready to go into the DLC. Let's use that money, and I'm gonna keep putting money into Arcane. Okay, I'm gonna save scum here, and then I will go back and then we'll kind of really review the boss fight. All right, so now that we're back, I'm gonna kind of go over in more detail Mohg's moveset. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on the flask. I'm not even gonna summon or mimic here. So he's got long reach with that staff. So, and he does that attack too, which is kind of like a delayed fire explosion. So you'll see like his claw marks first, just roll out of the way of that. This he throws, yeah, like flaming blood at you. See, like look at his reach. All right, let's get some attacks on. He is mad that we disrespected him in our last fight. So that one, you want to roll. I'm doing so terribly here. Why do I feel like I'm fat rolling? So he's starting to count down. Look at that. I love that reach he's got with that fucking staff. It's insane. All right, let's try that again. This time I'm just gonna get some attacks on him so we can see what phase 2 looks like. Wow, I'm surprised that hit me. Ooh, just out of reach. Nope, never mind. It's got some good roll catches. There we go. Got the guard break. And now we should start counting down. So he does this, but because we have this cracked here, it barely does any health damage to us. But he like basically heals himself back up. And now he's got wings. So yeah, you don't want to be in this form. Oh, he's got that charge attack. I thought I could roll backwards. See, but if you have your mimicked here, like, it'll take away his aggro and like you'll be able to just stomp him out. Yeah, I also quickly wanted to show you the Mohg shackle. So you can only use it in his first phase. So we can just run up to him. Boom. Get him with that. Charge R2. L2 R2 combo. I thought for sure I'd get the guard break there. There we go. Boom. Give it to him some more. I think we can get one more Mohg shackle. No, you can only use it the one time. But see, that's us without the flask, and it just kills you. All right. So I think like the biggest problem a lot of people have with Mohg is that they don't know to put that cracked here in their flask, and you'll just like completely nullify his second phase like transition attack. That and just like using Mohg shackle and then also having a mimic here plus 10 and just going in with a plus 10 weapon, like you should dunk on Mohg so fucking hard. And I really don't understand why only 40% of the Elden Ring audience has beaten him. Like it should be a lot higher. So completely stunned. But yeah, now we've met the requirements to go into the DLC, and there is quite a bit of base game left. Like we still have the rest of the Mountaintops of the Giants. We have the boss that's here that'll progress us into the next kind of phase of the game. All right, so now that we've gone over the Mohg boss fight, we can level up, and technically now we can go to the DLC. We're not going to do that just yet. I know I'm just going to edge you guys for a little bit longer. There's a couple of things that I do want to do before we go into the DLC, so that way we can just go in the DLC and fully dedicate to the DLC before we finish off the main game. But yeah, let's level up. And yeah, we should get a couple levels up here. I'm going to keep putting it in the dex. And we're just shy of another level. I think we only need 10 Gs. Boom, there we go. All right, and that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. So I know that is like the biggest edgelord thing to do. Don't go into the DLC just yet. Like I said, there's a couple things that we want to do. Maybe two more bosses that we want to take out before we move on. But I do have a homework assignment for you. What I would like you to do is in the main game, I want you to follow the link in the description, and I want you to do Corin's quest line. So Corin is the guy in Round Table Hold. He's the incantations guy. Do his quest line, and then you just need to talk to him a few times, and he will end up in Atlas Plateau here. He'll end up where we got the map fragment. So he's around here. Talk to him a few times. There's a whole thing that you got to do. It's just like totally optional, and it's just for like a cool ending that we can get, but it's completely optional. Doesn't really do anything, doesn't unlock a trophy or nothing. It's just a cool ending. So that'll be your homework assignment.